Hi everyone, so I am just going to film this video because I filmed it yesterday and it just failed on me, so I need to do it again. So I am doing the Holly Jolly Holiday Tag because I haven't filmed a video in a while and I know that, and I was looking for a video to start, to come back with, and I was like, okay, do I do an updated what's in my purse video because I haven't done one of those in a year. Do I do my updated piercings and tattoos video because I've gotten another piercing since that video? And I just decided to do a tag because it's simple, and then I'll start doing other videos after that. So I'm just going to jump right into this now. Alright. The question, do you start your Christmas shopping on Black Friday or do you wait until the last minute? It depends for me on if I know what I'm going to get to people or not. And if there is, a sale on the thing beforehand, or if it's a good deal, then I'll just buy it beforehand. But last year, I bought a ton of Christmas presents for people on Black Friday. I didn't really buy anything for myself. This year, I bought most of my Christmas presents on Black Friday, but I also did buy a lot of stuff for myself, which I was really proud of, because there's a lot of good deals on stuff. If you could be in any Christmas movie, what would it be? Duh, Barbie and the Nutcracker, and I'd be Barbie. No, I'm just kidding. That would be cool to be Barbie and the Nutcracker, but no, I would probably be in White Christmas because that's my favorite Christmas movie. Which do you like better, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? When I was growing up, I liked Christmas Eve better because, it's like you get to open like one or two presents, like a stocking stuffer or something. You just got candy or, like a little present in a stocking stuffer, or maybe some pajamas, because generally we'd get pajamas. We could wear them the night before Christmas Eve and then wake up Christmas morning in our pajamas and, then go all ham on the presents. But now, I don't know, my holidays have been kind of weird since I moved out, so. When did your family put up your Christmas tree and who decorates it? Well, like I said, things have been kind of weird since I moved out, but generally we don't have a specific day we put it up. Like some people will put it up the day after Thanksgiving and stuff, but we just put it up kind of whenever we feel like it, and then we all decorate it. White lights or colored lights? Well, if you can see right here, I don't know if you can, I have white Christmas lights around my mirror, just because I like them and I'm going to leave them up for a long time. But for like a tree for decorating outside, I like colored lights better. Are you guilty of peeking at your presents, or do you like the surprise? I have never peeked at my presents. I do like the surprise. My parents used to let us feel the presents and try to guess, but not feel them too much. I feel like now that we're older, well, I'm older, and, as we get older, when we were little, it was like, I want this Barbie and this Barbie and this and this and this and this and this. We had this long list of stuff that we wanted, so whatever we got was a surprise because there were so many different things that we had wanted. And now it's like, oh, well, I want, we've changed it to, more bigger, expensive things instead of, $3,000, a $3,000 list of all dolls. It's now, $200 for a phone, $1,000 for a computer, whatever. So I feel like we kind of know what we're getting. I know I'm not getting anything that expensive this year, but, I'm just saying, I feel like we know what we're going to get now because we ask for less things. Would you rather live in a gingerbread house or in Santa's workshop? Santa's workshop, because if you live in a gingerbread house, that's made of cookie. So you're going to have bugs all over all the time. I don't have bugs all over all the time. It's just disgusting. Tell us your Christmas Eve traditions. Well, we would sit around and generally open either our stockings or a small present, or my brother and I would open a little present from each other, because our stuff is usually, when we were younger, it was here's a nail polish, oh, here's a book or something. So that's what we did, and then we had munchies, and, just little random cookies and stuff that we would just eat, and we listened to Christmas music, and if there was any good Christmas specials on, we watched them, and if there was, any Christmas movies on, we watch them, or we just put on one of our Christmas movies and watch it. What tops your tree? It depends. My mom has these really cool, two, balls and, a pointy, I don't know what they're called, but they're really, really old and really antique, and that generally tops our tree, or we have this little star that has a Santa face in the middle that lights up, and that's really antique, too. Can you name the 12 days of Christmas? No, I didn't even know. I know there's the 12 days of Christmas. Oh, like the song? Is that what we're talking about here? 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 Frenchmen, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling? Yes, I have. Back when I lived in Nebraska, maybe 12 years ago. our church that I went to, we had this little, like, a hayride thing. We were pulled by a truck, and then we were on, like, this trailer with hay, and we went to a little nursing home in Carroll, but it was really cold and just kind of awkward. I don't really remember that one much, but then there was another one, when I moved out here, the church I started going to, which I don't go into anymore, the church I started going to, we went caroling to the zoo and then the botanical gardens at night, because they both have these, like, specials where you can come in at night and see the lights, because they put lights up over everything at the zoo here, and it's really, really cool. And so we caroled around there, which was really fun, because, I mean, you get to go and you're in the Christmas spirit, because you're looking at Christmas lights, and it's cold, and it's nighttime, and you're drinking hot cocoa, and seeing chestnuts being roasted on an open fire, and, you know, you get to hear live Christmas caroling, which is really cool. Do you count down to Christmas? If so, how many days are left? No, I don't. My mom does. I don't. I know today's the 9th, so there's like 16 days left. What are some foods and treats you can count on having every holiday season? I think I missed a question somewhere. Yes, I did. I'll go back to that one. Foods and treats I can count on, like the fudge-dipped Oreos, Norwegian tea breads, Swedish meatballs, mini Reese's peanut butter cups, Hershey Kisses, cookies, chips and dip, Ritz crackers, and spray cheese. Pretty much our staples for Christmas and the holidays. Oh, and then my mom makes these little pinwheels with chicken and pork. They're really, really good. Oh, and this question I skipped, it said, where is it? If you could be under the mistletoe with anyone, who would it be? All I'm going to give you is this. And how has Christmas kept its magic for you as you've grown older? Well, that's kind of a harder question, because I feel like, you know, little kids, you know, they believe in Santa Claus and everything. Once you kind of find out about that, you start to forget the magic, I think. And working at a mall, I see the little kids, and they go up to Santa and stuff, and you can see it in their eyes. And seeing it in their eyes, I think, helps keep the magic alive for us older people, because, you know, we look at them, and they're, like, so just, you know, nostalgic, remembering that for you. So I think that's kind of how it's kept alive. And then this year, actually, there was a guy who was walking around my mall, and he was there every week. He was, like, there twice or 3 times a week for, like, a month since October, and then he lived there in November. And then as soon as our Santa came, he stopped showing up. But he looked like Santa. He had, you know, he was bigger. He had rosy cheeks, the beard, everything. But even there was, like, a glisten in his eyes, and he had an eye kind of face. This is what he was doing. He was walking around, looked down at the iPad, looked up, down, like he was checking it, but he looked at every individual person. And then when I thought in my head, I was like, oh, that looks like Santa Claus. He looked directly at my eyes, and I freaked out. And then later he was walking up to my kiosk with, like, a dead straight face, and I smiled at him just because that's what you do. You smile at the customers, and he didn't smile back, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then he was standing there, and we sell stockings on the kiosk that I work at. And he was like, you better sell a lot of these so I can have something to put everybody's stuff in on Christmas Eve. And I just started laughing. He had a dead straight face. He was like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, what? And then he started laughing, but it freaked me out. And then he kept coming, and he kept, like, looking at me every time, and that kind of freaked me out. So then I'm pretty sure I saw an elf at Lowe's. My dad's like, well, hey, you know, you saw Santa, so you might as well see his elf too. But that was a little weird and a little freaky, so that's kind of how the magic is alive for me this year because of that. So yeah, I'm really excited we have made this video, and that was all the questions. And I know I'm kind of late on doing this tag because I haven't really done videos lately. But if you haven't done this tag yet, I tag you, obviously. And, you know, you can even leave a video, or, like, put a video response on here if you do this video, or leave it in the comments, your answers to all the questions, because I think it's cool to know other people's traditions, because, you know, even though, you know, like, you know, I live in an apartment, and my next door neighbors may have completely different traditions, and I think it's really cool to find out everybody's, you know, little snacks and stuff, and what makes the holidays for each person. So let me know, and I hope you guys like this video, and I'll talk to you later.